Alright, let's kick it off this week. The weather's throwing everything at us. Snow, rain, you name it. It got us wondering, is this a big mistake? Plus, I'm using a router for the first time, so we've got that new tool adventure. And of course, we're dealing with the van's tricky angles and some unexpected shapes that we had to work around. Spoiler alert, it's not all smooth sailing, but we're here to share all the highs and the lows. Let's dive in.
Morning, guys. Right, so on with the walls this week. What I am going to do though is I'm going to get to grips with the router and have a look at that, because if you look behind me, we've got that one already cut. The one for the top is ready to go on, but we just need to cut around that window. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me, and you can have a good laugh at me trying to learn how to use a router.
So here I'm just doing a little test run. I've never used a router before, so I built a frame to represent the window. I'm putting some 9mm ply in place as if it's the wall, and I'm just practicing routing out the window shape so I can get the hang of it before doing the real thing. Nice and simple.
I'm superstitious, but it doesn't have to do with me. Won't waste my wishes on it if it wasn't meant to be.
So guys, finally got the router going. Banged my bad elbow, didn't I? Oh, but a room in that garage. I hate it in the winter. This is going to be a hard slog. I have to see what we can do with benches and rejig it all. Anyway, I'm off to get a different router bit. I did think it was the wrong one, because so I did research it and that's what I was told to get. On the router bit it was the blade and then the spinning wheel. Now what I want to do is cut the window out, as I've mentioned, with the board up. And I did think surely the spinning wheel needs to be fair so that it edges the wood and then the blade. Anyway, I've had a go with it. I'll probably use it for something else. It's just a straight, I don't know what you call it. I'll have to get to grips with these names, won't I? Way to screw fix. I'm going to go get the right bit. I've just, again, double checked. And it's just common sense, because that round bit needs to be really along the window frame, and then your blade to cut it. But wow, they're powerful, aren't they? You're going to have to hold on to that. It makes a mess. So you're back at the house. The lights are still on in the van and everything. I've just jumped in, locked down, ran off to screw fix. Back. Common sense said to me it was wrong anyway. I didn't know, so I just thought I'd double check. We need to take this bit out. Sure. Got that one. And I did think, so what I wanted to do, this surely needs to be at the front, because I've got the blade and then I've got my ball bearing. Anyway, we tried it and I was right. And this is the only one they had. Ball bearing at the front and then my blade. So this should sit on the frame, I think, and then cut that. Yes, so we're going to go with this one. Tighten it up, then we're going to have another go. We've got the garage door closed now because it's cold. Heat is on as well. So this is what I've just had a little go at. What a mess. But what I've done is I've got the frame underneath there, like it would be. Just made a quick frame. I've split, but I ain't bothered. So now I want the ball bearing to sit on that window frame that I've built, and then just cut this. So it only needs to be like 9mm through after after this. You got that, and then like 9mm through, I believe. I'll set that now, and I'll have a quick go with this palm router. And then because it's quite powerful, I realised. And then if I can't handle it very well, I'm going to put it in the plunge one. But we'll just have a look. Oh my God, it worked. I'm absolutely covered in it, but it worked, and that moved, slipped, but obviously I'm going to nail the wall to it, and that'll be it. So, oh, what? Right, I haven't videoed this because I've had to set some tarpaulin up. Oh God, that's come off because it's miserable weather out here. Anyway, I have got the box around the wheel arch, and then we're going to put that one up and route around that window, which I'm very excited to have a go at. The drum's going to be suede, and then the rest will be painted panelling. So yeah, that's where we're at so far. We've got a heater on, blowing just at the dog, keeping her nice and warm. Right, Maze? All right, baby? Okay? Is that nice? Hey, look at her. So she's got the heater on her. I'm freezing, soaking, but well, not as wet as I could be. Let's set that up there. That's brilliant. Right, so what I've just done is lined it all up. It all fits perfect. But what I've done is I've marked the hole for where the light's going to come through, wire. I've marked the batons, and I'm just going to run those lines now so I know. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my pallet holes out here so I can literally go in and get screws in straight away. And then the last thing for today in this miserable weather for me is I am drilling that window router. It's the last thing I do.
You can meet me if you choose, but I won't hold my breath.
Okay, let's hope this works. I'm going to take you in. Come and see. There we go. See if you guys can see. I'll have to sit you over there. Can you see? I think you're going to die though. I think it's going to die. Right, let's have a go. Let's have a go. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna pop the cable through first.
Show me what you need.
Possibly too big. Let's not. I'll just depend on the size of the. And let's get a few of these screws in. I'm not going to put too many in at the moment because that's Bob on there. I'm going to cut the window out and it's going to get felted, suede. But I need this solid for the router. Let's get on and do this, and then let's call this a day. Do not do that wrong, Nick. Do not go through your window, head. Battery. Oh, I ain't got one charged up. I'm gonna have to put my batteries on charge and come back.
Hi guys, just wanted to interrupt the video to say if you're enjoying the video and you're enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing. It makes it all worthwhile, so the hard work isn't such hard work anymore. Thanks guys, really appreciate it.
We had to stop yesterday because the router was using the batteries. It was just burning through them. I was getting seconds, not even a minute out of the... I've only got these little 2 hour or 1.5 hour batteries. So we ordered another one and we went and picked up late last night. I've now had a 5 hour battery on charge all morning and we're going to jump in the van and finish that window. Oh my goodness, that is perfect. Apart from the loads of sawdust that brings, but that is perfect. Wow, now for the clean up. Right, we're back in the garage. Sal's just opened up the van. What did you say already, Sal? And something else.
Heater.
We've literally just got out. I could do with the heater. I'm going to have to get the consumer unit for that there, and then we can have a plug and then I can close you in. Sal's vapour barrier in. I'm glad she came along because I forgot I'd got 2 pieces of the wall up here without vapour barrier. They do have to come off anyway because of that suede going around them. But I'm glad she's come along today. I'm only joking. You've not got nothing to say.
No fear for thinking.
Yeah,
That's what I've got to say.
good job she's here.
Anyway.
Let's work out what tape we've got. So today walls are going up, all of them, hopefully, if the weather holds out. Right, so got the wall up on that side. Use the router to follow the line of the frame. However, on this side, the frame was a little bit jutting out of where the batons are. That needs to be in line with the batons, so when I put the wall up against it, it's all flush. I'm going to use it, that's why I put it off actually. I was going to use the multi-tool, but when I bought this, and this is like my favourite tool of all time, it's fantastic.
She's so excited.
I love it, it's brilliant. It's my favourite tool.
She's more excited about this than she's about Christmas.
Yeah, I am. This is brilliant. This is my new favourite tool. And we've just bought a 5 hour amp
battery pack for it as well, so we should be good. Anyway, so I'm going to use this because it's the same. What I'll do is I'll just run this roller ball here along the baton and follow, because it is framed as well, so it's got a window frame, then it's got batons each side of it, and then I'll run that roller ball on the baton each side and see if that'll cut it in line. Let's have a look. It's very messy there, so we might have to put a sheet over this electrics. I'll put those electrics in something. Yeah, a bag, I think. Yeah, it's not going to work on that way. It is going to have to be the multi-tool. That was bad. So we swapped the router out and finally got to use the multi-tool. Someone said it had come in handy, and it did. So we've cut the piece of wood down to size. I am just going to hold it up and work out where the bedroom light's going to come through, where the notches for the ceiling stick out of it, and get them cut and get that piece dry fitted, because again that's going to have suede on it. So Sal will do that in a moment. So let's have a look at that. Let's get that sorted. There we are. Is it raining again? No? Alright, yeah. Get my pencil.
Pushing back every step I take, fighting myself with a heat break. Feel like I'm cutting the undertow. You thought you had me hooked, but I'm on the track. I'm down in the drama, and don't you go back. I'm done with you, don't need to stay. Chasing shadows, pushing me away. Now you wonder how I could let this go. Oh, it's a piece of cake. Yeah, it's a piece of cake. The silence reaching out, feel free. No more chains are holding me. I found my way, I'm moving on. You're just a ghost and I'm already gone. I'm pushing back every step I take, fighting myself with a heat break. Feel like I'm cutting the undertow. You thought you had me hooked, but I'm on the track. I'm down in the drama, and don't you go back. I'm done with you, don't need to stay. Chasing shadows, pushing me away. Now you wonder how I could let this go.
Nearly ready for the fun stuff. She bob on there. She bob on. She bob on. Right. Good. A lot of it stays in the windowsill.
You got me so much, you make it all slow down. We're getting closer, you got us over. I'm waking up low now, we're getting closer. So done running around. I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around. I'm so done looking for love, so blindly. I'm so done running around. I'm so done looking for love, don't call me. So done running around. I'm so done looking for love, so blindly.
What do you think?
Really good. It's a good piece of kit, isn't it?
Look at that, then you've got to really clean these windows.
Oh, look at all the dust.
Yeah, no, you're going to have to get your cleaning head on.
Oh.
Right, I'm moving up and going in. I've had enough today. We've got 2 bedroom windows and a garage wall.
Boo-boo.
Oh, bedroom walls as well.
Boo-boo. Yeah, good. No, I thought you said most of it went in the window. You'll find that's most of it on the floor.
Oh yeah, there's a bit there, isn't there? Well, there's a lot of it. A lot of it goes in the window then. Anyway, crack on, love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm superstitious, but it doesn't have to do with me. Won't waste my wishes on it if it wasn't meant to be. And I'll only
Right, back from walking the dog. Sal's cracking on with this. I'm gonna have to work out, I need to work out where sort of your wood ends. So I've got a beam here, which I was planning on making the wood end here, and I think we're gonna carpet this bit. This is a second layer of skin anyway, so that's all right, as in the van skin. So that can be carpeted and that'll keep that, we'll have to worry about condensation in that part. So I think my wood's gonna come here to this part that juts out, and we'll just carpet that. And I might put the wood up to here and screw that in with self-drilling metal screws, and then bring it back around like that.
Not self-tapping.
No, self-drilling these ones. That's a double skin there. That's going to be difficult. So what I think I'm going to do is just run another baton like this one. I might end it there actually.
You had my scissors.
I don't know where they are.
Well, they were here. Oh,
Yeah, they were.
I'm sitting on them. What a pillock.
It's about working things out. That you think that he's just putting walls up, but we've got, does that wall just come to there? Then what do you do with this part? These edges as well. So we won't get round to these edges in this video. So if any of you guys actually do know what you do with them, give us a shout out. I'll show you. So there, if you look. I mean, I figure you're going to have to put a bit of wood across there and
Beading.
well, it's not, it's more than that. It's a good inch, maybe inch and a half in some areas up there. And then I think you'll carpet all that. You need to carpet these sides as well. So these sides need carpeting. Anyway, we're just going to get the walls up, and I'm sure we'll figure that out
Very tedious.
during the week.
Very tedious.
I don't think it's just tedious. I think it's problem solving, decision exhaustion, something like that.
It's like wrapping a huge turkey, this is. It's really boring.
Oh, well, yeah, you've got a boring job there, yeah. Yeah, good job Sal's done it, because I can't even stand wrapping Christmas presents, so I dread to think what state the van
You
would be
can't
in.
wrap Christmas presents.
No, I can't.
Dreadful.
Yeah, so I'm going to get the next piece of wood out, and we'll get on and we'll just have a look what's left and have a figure out how we're going to finish it off, all the finishing little bit for the walls, the edges and things. So here we are. You can see us trying to get this piece of wall up, and it was honestly one of those moments where the van really reminded us that it has its own quirk. Up until now we hadn't really noticed how those odd shapes and angles in the van would affect us, but putting this wall up, it was like, oh, okay, this is why people say van builds have surprises. We definitely had a bit of a false sense of security before this. I want to share a bit of reality here. Van building comes with highs and lows. While we absolutely love learning and doing it ourselves, there are times it gets exhausting, and this was one of those weekends. We were both under the weather, we'd worked all week, and honestly, if we'd had a choice, we might have just stayed home. But we didn't, and we learnt something. So as you see me sitting there just looking at it, I want you to know that it's okay to feel that way. It's part of the journey, and it's all right to take a moment, breathe, and remember that every challenge is teaching us something new.
2,000 years later.
Might have to cut out like the second skin of the silver on my beams and put the silver's just, I can't see. This was so easy because I could see my beams. What?
That's what I'm doing.
What, you're marking up the beams?
Yeah.
So these parts of the van that jut out right down the middle all the way up there. So what I'm building now around this is just to boxing it out, and then whatever goes there, even if it's the shower, I don't think the shower will go that far, or a cupboard, the cupboard will actually sit over it and have this box inside of it, because I don't know how to get around this. But what we're going to do is, if you can see the green, Sal's marked up with a beam so that I can see, but it's a natural sort of way to go that way, and then we can screw it in half on these beams. It'll make life a lot easier. So all I've done is screwed into the metal frame there that comes out and pocket hold them to the battens at the bottom, then pocket hold this to make the angle, and then I'm going to put a front on just like the box over there that we did. So I'm going to do the same for this side now. I just need to measure that. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, so there we go. We've got the box ready for that. Build that at a later date, this box in, but obviously it's just going to go across there like that. But what we're going to do now is just run the wall now from here all the way to there, bottom, middle, top.
that way. It's all going to be behind the shower anyway. You hear the dog whinging for a bacon sandwich. And then this bit, I don't know if we'll get this done today or for this video, but you'll have to come back and maybe I'll surprise you. What I'm going to do with this bit is, because this juts out even more and it's so wide, we're just going to carpet that. But that'll be it for today. Again, it's been one of them jobs that you just think, oh, it won't take long. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Do you know what? If anybody asked me today if it's a good idea to do a van build whilst you're working full time, categorically no. Immediately no. Immediately no. Family's arrived. See you later.